There are two kinds of hope in this world. The fragile one that depends on what we can see, and the eternal one that rests in the invisible hands of God. Human hope says, "I'll be happy if it works out." Divine hope whispers, "Even if it doesn't, I will still believe." The first collapses when the road bends. The second stands firm because it trusts the one who made the road. Life will always test your expectations. People will fail you. Circumstances will break your plans, but God's faithfulness never runs out. The hope that comes from Him isn't naive or blind. It's anchored in truth. It's not built on probabilities, but on promises. You may not understand the path, but you can trust the guide. When everything around you shakes, God remains the same. He never wastes pain, never ignores a tear, never overlooks exhaustion. He takes the broken pieces of your story and writes something that makes sense only when you look back. There's a holy logic in His silence, a purpose hidden in every delay, and grace tucked inside every waiting season. Hope doesn't deny reality. It declares that reality doesn't get the final word. It's not pretending everything is fine, it's knowing that even when it isn't, you're not alone. Every sigh, every prayer, every tear becomes a seed that heaven waters with purpose. There will be nights when faith feels faint, and you wonder if the dawn will ever come. But remember, the same God who paints the sunrise has not forgotten how to find you in the dark. The valley might echo with silence, but He's walking beside you in every step. Sometimes He doesn't remove the storm. He anchors your heart so deeply that no wave can move you. His love becomes the compass when everything else loses direction. And when you think you can't move forward, that's often the very moment when He carries you. The hope He gives doesn't promise an easy life. It promises His presence in every storm. Hope in God is not wishful thinking. It's confidence built on His character. The cross proved that He finishes what He starts. If He didn't abandon you there, He won't start now. The same hands that held the universe together when the world fell apart still hold you today. You might see chaos, but He sees construction. You might see endings, but He sees beginnings hidden under ashes. The hope that never fails whispers, "Hold on. The story isn't over." It reminds you that the tomb was empty, not because God forgot, but because He fulfilled everything He said. And if He kept that promise, He'll keep yours too. You don't have to know how things will turn out to have peace. You just need to know who walks beside you. The miracle isn't only in the outcome. It's in the endurance that faith gives while you wait. Hope transforms waiting from punishment into preparation. It teaches you to breathe again, to believe again, to dream again. Even when doors close, hope keeps your heart open. Even when people walk away, hope stays. Even when nothing changes, hope grows roots in the unseen because its strength doesn't come from what happens, but from who God is. Maybe your prayers haven't been answered the way you expected. Maybe time has stretched longer than your patience. But remember, delay is not denial. God's timing is never too late. It's perfectly aligned with what He's building inside you. He's not punishing you by making you wait. He's preparing you to receive what won't destroy you when it arrives. Hope that never fails doesn't panic when the clock ticks louder. It rests because it knows who's holding the clock. Heaven is never in a hurry, but it's always on time. And one day, you'll see why every no, every tear, every silence was necessary for your growth. The enemy wants you to think that disappointment means abandonment. But God uses even disappointment as a door that leads to deeper trust. What you lost isn't proof that God failed. It's proof that He's guiding you to something better. The pain you feel today is not wasted. It's shaping endurance, carving strength, and preparing a testimony that will comfort others. You'll see that what once broke you now becomes the story that lifts someone else. That's the beauty of divine hope. It turns scars into seeds of faith for others to find healing. When you look back one day, you'll realize you didn't walk through the valley. You were carried through it. You'll see fingerprints of grace in places where you thought there was only emptiness. The same God who saw you cry will show you why you had to go through it. His plan isn't random. His hand never trembles. Every detail, every delay, every detour was leading you somewhere good. Hope doesn't disappoint because its source never lies. His love has no expiration date, and his promises have no loopholes. If your heart is tired today, breathe this truth: God still has a future for you. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives inside you, meaning nothing that's truly yours can die without resurrection. Your story isn't over, your faith isn't finished, and your hope isn't in vain. Lift your eyes. Even in the storm, the light is breaking through. Hope is not about ignoring pain. It's about believing that pain is not the end. And when everything else fades, one thing remains unshakable: the love of God that never fails. So let hope rise again. Let it rewrite your fears. Let it silence every voice that says it's too late. There is no deadline for miracles, no limit for mercy, no distance too far for grace to reach you. God is still in control. He still specializes in turning graves into gardens, endings into beginnings, and tears into testimonies. Don't give up now. The breakthrough you've been praying for might already be on its way. Keep walking, keep believing, keep hoping, because the hope that comes from God will never ever disappoint. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope today. Subscribe for more prayers, stories, and words that remind your soul God never fails. Let faith rise and let hope carry you through.